So ASUS says that the ROG Strix Scar 16 is a gaming laptop. Well, that's not true. This here is a full-blown RGB packed desktop that happens to fit in your backpack. I have been using the 16-inch version here, but if you want to go full savage mode, there's also an 18-incher. The unit that I have costs about 3.8 lakh rupees. But what do you get for that kind of cash? Well, first off, you get a machine that's built to turn heads. It screams gaming rig from every angle. Sharp lines, glowing logos, and yes, an entire mobile disco's worth of RGB. The coolest bit though is that zany anime vision display on the lid. You can load your own GIFs and pixel animations using the Armory Create app, or just flex your own vibe however you want. Now obviously all that flash comes with some serious weight. The laptop alone weighs about 2.8 kilos. Add the 380 watt charger and you're basically carrying a dumbbell. Sure, it's portable, but only if you hit the gym regularly. As for the main display, this one's a 16-inch 2.5K Nebula HDR mini LED panel. It supports a 240Hz refresh rate, is rated at 1200 nits, and has a 3 milliseconds response time. It also comes with G-Sync, Dolby Vision, and Visa HDR+. So yeah, it's stacked. Whether you're gaming or binging content, it's stunning. And it's Pantone validated, so you can totally edit videos and photos on this thing. Now on to performance, and this is where the Scar really starts flexing. Inside, we have Intel's Core Ultra 9 275HX CPU paired with NVIDIA's RTX 5080 laptop GPU. The only thing more powerful for a laptop is the 5090, and that's a whole different tax bracket. The Scar Strix 16 absolutely bulldozed every benchmark I threw at it, be it Cinebench R23 and 2024, Geekbench, 3D Mark Time Spy, or Puget Bench. The gaming numbers were wild too. In Cyberpunk 2077, at 2.5K on Ultra with RTX off, I was averaging around 80 frames per second. Turn RTX on and the frame rate drops to the high 30s. But flip on DLSS and frame gen with RTX and boom, you're in the mid 180s. Tweak a few settings here and there and you'll easily hit over 200 FPS. Now that's wild. Black Myth Wukong told the same story. Without DLSS or RTX, I hovered in the 40s. With everything turned on though, I was comfortably pushing 140 FPS. And for esports titles like Valorant, I was hitting well over 340 FPS in some maps. Tune it right and you'll easily cross 400. But I know what you're thinking. Can this play GTA 6 at 4K 60 FPS? Well, with a bit of NVIDIA's AI trickery, absolutely. Our unit came with 32GB of DDR5 RAM rated at 5600 MHz and 2TB of NVMe storage. What's awesome is that the Strix Scar series now has a toolless design, so you can swap out RAM and storage yourself, if you know how to. Now, none of this performance means much if the machine can't keep cool. Thankfully, the Scar's cooling setup is properly sorted. ASUS has gone with a full vapor chamber design that stretches across both the CPU and the GPU. This means that even during long gaming sessions, the laptop stayed relatively cool, especially around the keyboard area. And speaking of the keyboard, it's excellent. You get big, clicky keys with per key RGB that you can customize in the Armory Create app. I had a blast while typing and gaming on this thing. There's no physical numpad, but ASUS cleverly sneaks one into the touchpad. Just hit numlock and it lights up. The touchpad itself is massive and super responsive. Great tracking, full click support, and just a nice surface overall. Sound-wise, you're looking at a solid setup. 2 tweeters and 2 woofers with Dolby Atmos and Smart Amp. It gets loud, it's crisp, and honestly, this is one of the best sounding gaming laptops I have tested in a while. The webcam unfortunately is meh. It's a 1080p unit and while it technically works, it isn't great. Now, being a desktop replacement, the port selection is elite. You've got Thunderbolt 5 with DisplayPort and power delivery, 3 USB-A Gen 2 ports, HDMI 2.1, 2.5 Gbps LAN, and a combo audio jack. For wireless, there's Wi-Fi 7 as well as Bluetooth 5.4. And yes, you can charge this via the Thunderbolt port with a 140 watt charger. But if you're gaming, you will need the 380 watt brick. The battery itself is a 90 watt hour unit and I got about 2.5 hours of use on the iGPU mode. Not amazing, but hey, this machine was never built to be unplugged for long. It crushes games, handles creative work like a pro, and that display is one of the best I've seen on a gaming laptop. Sure, you could go for a 5090 system, but to be honest, that would be a bit of an overkill. You'd be spending a whole lot more, but not for that much gain. The Scar Strix 16 here smashes everything you throw at it. It's big, bold, expensive, and I absolutely love it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and do let us know if you'd like the 18-inch version or the 16-inch version. Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you found this review helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.